All right, it is Thursday, 5:15. This is a special meeting of the Terre Haute City Council. Michelle, if we could take attendance, please.
Councilwoman Aller.
Present.
Councilman Azar.
Councilwoman Crossan.
Present.
Councilman Devon.
Here.
Councilman Elliott.
Here.
Councilman Garrison. Councilman Morris.
Here.
Councilman Nasser.
Present.
Councilman Nation.
Here.
7 are present, 2 are absent.
Thank you. First order.
Resolution 35, 2017, designating an area commonly identified as 300 North Fruit Ridge, Terre Haute, Indiana, as the economic revitalization area for the purpose of a 10-year personal property tax abatement. Jadcor LLC for confirmation. This was previously tabled.
Petitioner.
Yes, Mr. President, members of the council, Bill Ola, representing the petitioner. This is for the final action and vote. You might recall, I think it's a fair statement that at the prior Sunshine meeting and at the prior meeting here, no one spoke against this. Jadcor would certainly appreciate a favorable approval now. Thank you.
Thank you. Does anybody in the audience wish to speak on Resolution 35, 2017? Council?
Mr. President,
Councilman Morris?
there's no further questions. I move to confirm Resolution 35, 2017.
Second.
It has been moved by Councilman Morris and seconded by Councilwoman Crossan that we approve Resolution 35, 2017. Now, all of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes. Next order, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Special ordinance 60, 2017, vacating a portion of a north-south public alley located south of 100 Kent Avenue. No problems were noted.
Petitioner.
Good evening, Mr. President, fellow members of the council. My name is Richard Shagley. I'm with the law firm of Wright, Shagley & Lowry. And tonight I'm here to request a vacate of an alley. We've discussed this the last few meetings. This is part of the rezoning package that we heard the last 2 meetings. The petitioner is potentially going to sell this property to AKL Investments, who I've been here the previous months on rezonings for convenient marts. I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have. Any additional questions you may have.
Thank you. Is there anybody in the audience who would like to speak on Special Ordinance 60, 2017? Council.
Mr. President,
Councilwoman Aller.
there's no further questions. I move we approve Special Ordinance 60, 2017.
Second.
It has been moved by Councilwoman Aller, seconded by Councilman Morris, that we approve Special Ordinance 60, 2017. All of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next item, please.
Special ordinance 66, 2017, amending city council rules. This was previously tabled.
Petitioner.
Michelle, can you introduce this for us?
With the other previous amendments, this is the third one. This is removing the section. Let me read it to you. Previously under Section 4, motions, letter O, resolutions or ordinances calling for declarations of policy by the council on public controversies unrelated or not germane to the powers of the council shall not be in order. The only thing Special Ordinance 66 is doing is completely removing letter O.
Is there anybody in the audience who would like to speak on Special Ordinance 66, 2017? Name and address for the record, please.
Richard Shagley, 500 Ohio Street. I just want to thank Michelle. She sat down with a few of us and went over all these changes. I appreciate her willingness to do that and explain the procedures on this. I just want to thank Michelle for that. So that's all I have. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Council.
My name is on this. I put it forth, and I don't expect it to be I don't think it's a big deal. The way I remember meetings prior to the council having this on the books, I don't remember a lot of time wasting business that was not germane. But I do think that having a rule like this on the books, it could put us in the position of arguing about the definition of germane or controversy. And that's the biggest problem that I have with it, is just controversy is in the eye of the beholder. I yield. I'll try to answer any questions that people have if they do.
Mr. President, if there's no further questions or comments, I move that we approve Special Ordinance 66, 2017.
I have one comment.
Councilman Morris?
Todd, out of respect with you being absent last time we tabled it,
Yeah, thanks.
George had some questions and defense of the other way, and he's absent. Personally, I'd like to table it again, but we've got a motion on the floor, so that would have been my preference, to have George here to discuss it with all of us.
I'm fine with tabling it, and I wish that the council had tabled George's many amendments last week so that we would have had an opportunity to digest them in the way that we were able to digest all of this other stuff. I mean, we had it for a few weeks prior to the vote that I missed, arguably, or not arguably, that I missed. But after seeing that set of rules that came at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and was passed at 3 hours later, I had a lot of questions, and I think if I had been at this meeting, I probably would have asked those questions. But I missed the opportunity, so here I am. Anyway, there's a motion on the floor, but no second. I don't know what the procedure is since our parliamentarian isn't here.
Michelle? You guide us, or Eddie?
We need a second, or the motion fails,
Okay.
or the motion can be withdrawn.
I withdraw my motion.
The motion's been withdrawn.
And I'll move to table.
Second.
Joe, what, Michelle, you need the second meeting, right? Correct? Thank you, Todd.
Okay.
No problem.
It has been moved to table this by Councilman Morris, seconded by Councilman Nation, until our second meeting in February. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Just one quick point of order question. I know that we usually designate what meeting we're going to be talking about it at next, but with the recent change of rules, is that still necessary?
For the advertising, right?
Yes, and there is a potential that the council may decide to not hold the first regular meeting because we have no business for it. Nothing was filed for that meeting. But I just had resolutions filed today that will be on the second agenda in February.
All right. Well, that's a great reason to put it off until the second meeting. I don't want to just meet to talk about this
Do you
table
remember that
plan.
ever happened?
Actually, it did happen when Councilman Nation was president one year. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And we had no action, no ordinances filed for February.
Okay. Let me go back. Special Ordinance 66 has been tabled until second meeting in February. Next item, please.
Resolution 1, 2018, approving the expenditure for 2017 City Council Internet usage.
Petitioner?
I asked Councilman Azar if he would allow his name to be on it. This is for the annual expenditure for the Wi-Fi the council uses. Because of the council rule states, any expenditure over $250 must have approval before the funds are expended. I apologize, this should have been on December's agenda, but we were running behind with all the end-of-the-year things. I'd be happy to answer any questions you have.
Is there anybody in the audience who would like to speak on Resolution 1, 2018? Council.
Mr. President,
Councilman Nation.
if there are no further questions, I move that we pass Resolution 1, 2018.
Second.
It has been moved by Councilman Nation and seconded by Councilwoman Crossan that we pass Resolution 1, 2018. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? It passes.
Mr. President,
Michelle?
at this point, would the council like to decide if they want to cancel their first February meeting on February 1st? That's a lot of firsts and cancels.
Nothing to do.
Michelle?
Councilman Nation?
When is the deadline for filing? Has it passed?
Yes.
Okay, then I move that we cancel the February 1st meeting.
Okay, it's been moved by Councilman Nation, seconded by Councilman Morris, that we cancel our first meeting in February. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, that meeting is canceled.
And I would just, Mr. President, I'd just like to remind everyone, since we have these new council rules, the second regular meeting will be February 8th. There is information on the website. I've placed some information about the council rule changes and everything that it entails on there. I'd be happy to answer any other questions. But public comment will be allowed at both regular meetings from now on, and on non-agenda items, and comments from the council and reports from governmental entities will be allowed at both meetings.
Thank you for that reminder.
Just a point of information.
Sure.
Point of information, that, so the items that we have received copies of here today, our packets are for the February 8th meeting.
Actually, no, those are from the emails concerning the
Oh,
AD.
okay. Thank you. I yield.
Move to adjourn.
Second?
It's been moved to adjourn. Motion made by Councilman Morris, seconded by Councilman Nation. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? All right, meeting is adjourned.